This is Carolina Women, and welcome on in. You might notice we're at this fabulous, well, it's kind of our set today. We're at Whip Salon. We are in Bluffton. There's two locations, one in Hilton Head, one in Bluffton, and we are hanging out in Old Town Bluffton today. We have a fantastic show for you. I'm excited to introduce you, maybe familiar face. This is Jim with, well, we love to call you Jimbo.
Jimbo, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Jimbo, Sports Addiction, also on the Bike Barn, just right down the street.
Yeah, right here in the promenade. It's a great place down here.
Nice.
This is great.
Isn't it
This
cool?
is great. Yeah.
And I didn't really realize
I'll tell the wife about it.
Yeah.
the Bike Barn, is that a rental or for
It's
purchase?
bicycle sales, bicycle
The whole thing.
rental, and then bicycle, there's service and repair. Any
Amazing.
brand. Yeah. Yeah.
And then of course, Sports Addiction, Okatie, you have all kinds of different bikes and equipment. We're gonna talk a little bit though about the really advancement in women's bikes.
Right.
I mean, they've come a long way. You know, obviously a lot about this. Tell us a little bit about what us ladies get to enjoy these days.
Well, as we were talking about before, like in the last 30 years, it's completely, evolved in, they really curtail to the women, body style, body type, like you said, with their geometries. So there's a lot more women's bikes available now than there were. I say they were available then, but they didn't fit you really properly. They
And
were
these are women-owned bike businesses?
Yeah, so what we're talking about, James is owned by Karen, Joanna, and she is the sole proprietor of James Bicycles. So she handles all she's in it. She's just not, all these other companies are big corporations and, 5 or 10 different boards and people, but she is by herself designing all these women's bikes. And what we're talking about is like, yeah, women now have the opportunity of going into a store like ours,
right.
And we can, totally fit them to 5 or 6 or 7 different models that are.
And the bike is engineered towards women.
Right.
Right.
Which is pretty cool.
Well, and
Yeah.
that makes a huge difference because, I think a lot of times when you're on a bike, I mean, you're going to use it more, you're going to enjoy it more, you're going to get more out of it. I mean, when you feel good in it, and you don't actually know, I think sometimes what you're missing until you get on a great bike that fits you really well.
Right, that's the key thing, fitting you really well. That was kind of out of the cards 40 years ago. You just got a bike and it was uncomfortable, but now you got foot forwards, geometry, you've got low step throughs that are easy for people to step over. Even for men, they've caught the European step throughs now. We sell probably 80% step through bikes versus without the bar. Because
And
in
with
Europe,
the
that's all they have.
electric and hybrid features, are people going further distances, obviously, because they can?
Right, I mean, the biggest misconception is from the guys, well, those guys are cheating. Why would I ever want to? Well, you're not cheating. It's just allowing you to go further and see places that we'd never gone before. And some of these people that are up there in age and they want to go the distance they used to go, they can with pedal assist or throttle, or it's still about freedom. I mean, when you learned to ride a bike, that was your first freedom, right?
Yeah.
You were able to just go.
Well, I think what's neat about those too is sometimes you'll take the bike when you wouldn't have. Like you may have jumped in the car to go, down to the gas station, or that's what I do. I know.
I'm gonna look for you on Bluffton Parkway.
I know, right? You'll see me. But I take the electric bike instead.
Right.
So you get, a little bit of outdoor, a little bit of exercise that maybe you wouldn't have too.
Right. People were using them for the stores, go to grocery stores, go to the Hargray. I mean, wherever.
And we have a beautiful area with so many trails here conducive to biking.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Here, Hilton Head. I mean, yeah, you've got, and it's evolving every day. More and more places to ride. I mean,
Do you have a favorite place to ride?
I mean, obviously our Bluffton Parkway is a really nice place to ride, and then you've got Pinckney Island out there.
Oh,
People don't really realize about that between the two. Here in Bluffton,
there.
It's beautiful out there. They got single track, they got gravel, they got hard packed sand, or whatever you want to ride. It's pretty
And it's
pretty
a nature
nice.
preserve. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
And then you got the wildlife refuge going to Savannah, which is really nice. A lot of people don't go out there, but yeah, around Bluffton, Palmetto Bluff, all that. It's.
And what about athletes that are actually like competing, triathletes, and
Yeah, we have that. So we have high-end road bikes, tri bikes, high-end mountain bikes. Because a lot of people, what we found out during COVID is, we weren't selling a lot of mountain bikes because we never had them. But we found out during COVID that there's a niche for it because
Here?
everybody wants to
Wow,
take these
that's
things and go to
surprising.
North Carolina.
So you,
and
they
ride.
take it. Okay. I
Right,
was
they
like,
take it
do
somewhere.
we have mountains?
Right.
here?
No. So our mountain bike has exploded since COVID. That's one thing COVID kind of brought
fun.
around us is like, hey, we need to be carrying mountain bikes.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So people
Yeah.
can come on in. You can help them get fitted for a bike and
Right.
give them some options and take it for a spin. I love
Yep,
it.
absolutely.
Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
having me on. It's
Fun
always
to
good
have
be here.
you.
Yeah.
Yes. And thank you for watching. We'll be right back with more Carolina Women.